And if you think we overreacting, we are. We might be. But if you lose, if you're a fan of a team, die hard, and you watch them, you support for 20 years straight, DMX tonight, 12 midnight. Man, I got to put that up. I got to put that up. And so, ¿qué quieres saber? Si yo hablo español, papito, tú sabes que yo soy americano, latino, boricua, cubano, lo que sea. Lo mío en inglés, pero me defiendo en español. You know, every now and then they want to know if I can speak Spanish, you know. They even think I'm faking it in the Spanish side, man. This shit crazy. Fat Joe's a mutt, bro. 2 Spanish for some black people, 2 black for some Spanish people. AKA, what do you want me? I can't even break it down to you. They want to know if I'm a real Spanish guy. And so, shout out to the UK, Sunshine #1, and we're very proud of that. Ro Parrish, DMX album is a classic from A to Z. I went in there expecting to hear something and heard something even better than what I expected to hear. God blessed Swizz Beatz with how he did. God bless. Yeah, somebody just said you did the whole Tito interview in Spanish. You're right. Thank you for bringing that up. Tito Trinidad was on here last week, and I did the whole interview in Spanish and interpreted it in English. Man, I'm doing my thing. But DMX, the beats are incredible on this album. I have to give it up to Swizz Beatz. The beats are incredible. And I never thought that we would have like a New York album, boom bap, real beat, real hip hop, also with hit records and a classic that every age group could relate to. This is almost an impossible thing to do. And we did it. Eric B, what's up, my brother? You don't know who I know. I know Eric B. DJ Eric B from the legendary group Eric B and Rakim. Eric B is for president. And so, yeah, it's a little dapper Dan. I feel like that because, you know, I'm going to go eat some fancy dinner after this interview right here. I'm going with my brother, the one and only Nori, and his wife. And so Griselda been doing it, but not hit record. I don't take nothing away from Griselda. They're the hottest and keeping it that real hip hop. I'm talking about hit. When you hit a record with Bono, you hit a record with Alicia Keys, the record with Usher, you know, I'm just saying, it's hard to take the real hip hop and make hit records out of the real hip hop. It's almost impossible. Oh, wow. Somebody's ready because. And so, I remember your man came on here and said, hey, Fatness, your man, Cat Williams. I like that. I'm going to incorporate that. I watched the stand-up comedy on Netflix, the girl Sam that was on here yesterday. I'm guaranteeing you she'll be big. Don't know if it's off this show or whatever show, but her charisma and the credibility, the authenticity that she brings, she will be big one day. And so be on the lookout for her. I can't just always just bring the guys who's the biggest in the universe now. but we have to look towards the future. And it's something I got that I could tell who's going to be a superstar. Yes, exactly. 3 in the morning, 3 a.m. Somebody saying act Kid and Play. We didn't talk about Kid and Play, but shout out to the living legends, Kid and Play. And DJ Wiz, I seen him at the Hip Hop Museum the other day. And so, no. Yeah, I love you too. Africa said they love Joe Crack. I love him too. And so, you know, a lot of shit going on. In the news, I don't know if you've seen, somebody said, where's Remy's music? Well, for you to know, I woke up Remy the other day. First thing in the morning, I was going to the airport. I said, sis, it's time. Like, what are we doing? And so my sis, y'all don't be knowing, but she be producing TV shows, acting in movies. She's getting the bag. Plus, she loves being a mom. She was cheated of that when she went to prison for 8 years. So now that she got the baby, little Remy, she wants to be the best mom in the world. And whatever my sister wants to do, I'm with. But I've been hearing a lot of music. A lot of music out there, male and female, where it's going back to the bars. Like I told you about the DMX album, 12 Midnight, stream the DMX album, Exodus, which is a classic. And so I'm listening to these hip hop albums that are classics. 2 Chainz and Lil Wayne, classic hip hop. Yeah, well, it's out because I talk about it every day. They impressed me with that album. Damn, executive producer said, I don't think they announced, that they're doing an album. I mean, you know, that's the shit you get in trouble with when you're on this TV show 5 days a week. And it's a TV show because it goes on TV. Big talk today. You know, I finished my book, The Book of Joe. And so now it's heavy talk in Hollywood with the biggest people in the game. And so they're like, Joe, we gotta do this. And so we're talking to some real serious, probably the biggest in the game. And when you guys get a hold of the Fat Joe book, you're gonna lose your mind. It's hard. I'm doing it behind the music. I gotta do another couple of hours with these guys. And yo, Ro Paris, yeah, that Book of Joe gonna be crazy. It's crazy already. If I died today, it'd be out. It's over already. You're gonna get the shit, right? Not too many people been in every single era of hip hop. At that, a street guy for real. Not these guys. I seen Puzzle Life. We got little Joey in there. Shout out to everybody with autistic kids in the spectrum. We got Joey in there. We got my mother in there. We got my brother in there. We got everybody in there. Joe Conzo, legendary Hall of Fame photographer. If it were not for this man, we would not have the Bible of hip hop. He is the man who took the pictures day one in the hip hop events. I'll tell you, boy. But everybody needs it because the story of, the whole world, the whole country is different. In New York, especially, or the Northeast, Latinos and Black people grew up as one. Out West, our brothers and sisters didn't have that luxury. For some reason, they were going against each other, and the Mexicans and the Blacks ain't really get along like they did in New York. Well, in New York, everybody has individual problems, but for the most part, somebody looking in with a lens at New York, and they're like, yo, why these Spanish people talking like this? So why they cool with each other like this? So why, and it's hard to understand, and no one has really told the story. And definitely nobody uncorny. And that's been a problem. And everybody wants to know why we don't have Latinos in Hollywood. And I'll give you one example. I was these people wanted me to do a reality show, right? And was offering me tons and tons of, listen, if you Latino and you watching, you need to hit this one out. Tons and tons of begging me, buy my wife Birkins, begging me. And they wanted me to do a Latino or whatever, not Latino, just a reality show, right? So then another show comes out before that they're begging me. It's the Rico Suave show. Out of all motherfuckers, out of all Latinos in the fucking universe, they went and did a reality show on Rico Suave. I call these guys because I'm ready to take the check because it was a big check. And it turned into, yo, man, you see what happened when Rico Suave set the Latinos back 10 more years. Not his fault, but they always let the corny ones in. And the corny ones don't really know how to make shit that's legendary that people come to the TV, the Netflix, or the movies for. Obviously, we would have had it. And so I've been telling them for years, and it's a joke moment. I've been telling them for years, and I don't want to do it like that, but I say, yo, listen, man. I said, well, why the Latinos? Because so many Latinos. Why the Latinos? Because you keep picking the corny guys to do it. We cannot relate to these people. And so you see some white people that work in Hollywood, when they look out the window, they see the taco truck and all that. And so they think the Vatos got their shit buttoned up to this. Vatos are driving fucking Cullinans and Wraiths, and they just fly. And so there's a big disconnect because the only Latinos they know are corny. Now I got my jacket on because I'm I'm getting the F out of here. I told you the other day when the car crashed into me. And so I'm getting out of here. Because she's about, if I don't take this woman to eat something, she's gonna die. Because we've been in here for real. I've really been abusing the lazy privileges of sitting and laying on this couch. And so it's just a fact. And when they do give me my chance, they should have did it 10 years ago. I'll show you what some fly shit is. We sold it's taking its time, COVID, everything, but the King Kato movie from out there in Chicago, that's gonna be fly. Anything I touch is gonna be fly. And so it's gonna be Latino, but it's gonna be you know, that chick that you're gonna rush to the movie theater and be like, oh shit, I gotta see this movie. They ain't got that. Why? Because they ain't got the guys who really live that life doing it. Something you can learn, what's up, Joe? Something you can learn is, remember that movie when Leonardo DiCaprio kept forging checks and shit, and he started flying the plane like he was a pilot and started, catch me if you can? At the end of the movie, they went and hired him to help them. And so you got to have somebody who really, really lived the life. Yeah, catch me if you can. You got to have somebody who really lived the life, who's really tell a story like it is. Otherwise, you got these corny dudes that was a little bit smarter than us, that got in places before us, and they really don't know shit. They don't even know nothing about their own Latino heritage. People get surprised when I tell you that story about my father went to Cuba on the boat, came back. He went to get some of my brothers and sisters. I got a lot of Cuban brothers and sisters. A lot. So he went over there. They only gave him 2 daughters, and they gave him like 20-something, 30-something Cubans. This is the Scarface time. The movie Scarface. You remember when they sent Scarface over? These guys ain't technically good guys that came over. They all ended up in the Bronx in my house. I learned how to do some things with them. Well, this is a talk show. Somebody said you talk too much. Well, maybe you don't realize this is a talk show, Missy Pooh. As long as I ain't getting nobody jammed up, I'm talking about some shit that, you know, people could enjoy themselves with. And so I had to go to school stepping on Julio Ecojo, Cheche Colette, Hernan, Riquito. They know who I'm talking about. Them guys taught me how to, at a very young age. And so we've been through everything, through the poor, through the great, through the this, through the that. And so we're going to let it all out there, the flaws, the failures. Stuff to inspire the people. If you don't get inspiration out of the transparency, and we got to talk about humbleness. We got to talk about humbleness. And so I get a phone call, and it's Remy Ma. She did 7 months, about to come home, 7 years and a couple of months. And she calls me, we have that awkward talk. And I told her what I could tell you. I said, Rem, it's different out here. You have to be humble. And so before she went to jail, we was young, we was rich, we was acting up, we ain't give a F, we was doing whatever. Ram, you have to be humble out here. They will not work with you. They will not support you. They will not. You have to stay humble. I was walking in jail and the phone rang. You got to give yourself in at 8 o'clock. The phone rang at 7:50. It was Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne never calls me. I call Mac Main to talk to Lil Wayne. To this day, I just follow protocol. Sure, I could get Lil Wayne's number. But my phone rings. 5 minutes before I'm walking into the jail, the gate is all the way up there. Lil Wayne calls, yo, Joe. Like, yo, what's up, Weezy? Stay humble. That's how I made it through. I stood humble. Word, Wayne, that's how you did. Stay humble. Be you, but stay humble. And so just like I told Remy before she came back out into the world, I said, yo, Ram, you got to stay humble. And she rode that shit all the way to the bank. I seen DJ Ed on here, rest in peace, oh, for the Tats crew. Man, what a good guy. What a great smile, man. This guy, you know, this guy was one of the best guys in the world. He's one of the best guys in the world. It's always the time. It goes a long way. So if you think of my training mind, right? I tell you all the time, I show respect to the mailroom clerk, which as far as I remember, that was the smallest job you could get in corporate America, to the CEO of the company. Why? Because Puff Daddy wasn't always the boss. And so these people remember, damn, this guy's one of the biggest rappers in the world, platinum, whatever you want. He says what's up to everybody. He greets everybody. You also want to do business with people that when you're not around, they talk great about you. When your name comes up, yo, Fat Joe, no, he's a great guy. He loves to pay everybody. He's a great guy. He's this. That's what you want your reputation to be. Humble, professional, and do your job. And that's it. That's how you want it to be. If you got somebody say, oh, they come late all the time. Oh, they call it disturbance. This dude is a diva. This dude, no, papito. Sooner or later, it will backfire. I do not know how it works for certain people. There's certain artists that I hear horror stories about. I don't know how to get away with it. And for how long? Bro, Freemasonry, Illuminati, I don't even know who these people are, man. I wish they would come tell me how I could get $100 million, $200 million. You guys, I don't lie to you guys. I'll tell you the truth. Freemason, I never met one in my life. Illuminati, I never met one in my life. If you know one, tell them I want in. I'm about the bag. Tell them I want in. Certain people ain't worthy about stories. They're gone. Once they're out your life, they're out your life. Especially people who keep begging and pulling from you and drowning you. Shout out Forest Projects. Sometimes, you know, you got friends and you got people that they just bring you down and they always got this bad energy. And so, you know, I hate having that around me. I hate having that around me. And so my thing is I want you at least, you know, to be optimistic when shit looking crazy. When the plane looked like it's going down, the plane hopping up and down, you got to really think about this. Some people love to fly. You got to really think about being in a couple of ton airplane up in the sky. And when that shit start going like this, and you scared to death, you pray to God harder, man, but thank him for everything. Because someday we all gonna go. People do not like to understand that. When you drive past a cemetery, you see all those stones. Those are people who are living, who had lives and had jobs, and people gotta go. I know we don't like to talk about this, but we want to enjoy what we do have while we're here. Doesn't have to be money. It's just happiness, to be honest with you. As long as you're happy. Tell you a crazy story because I'm linking up with these people in a second. So we go to lunch. My wife, Nori's wife, Nori. I'm not the guy, you know. Let's just say I'm not a professional drinker. I might take a sip and say some rock, a much finer vodka. But I'm not a professional one. So if you slip me 2 to 3 of those for real, I'm gone. I'm a lightweight. And so we go over here. Shout out to Clinton Sparks. What's up, my brother? And so we go have lunch. It's 12 in the afternoon, 1 in the afternoon. Nori won't stop ordering all type of wines and liquors. And the next thing, you know, peer pressure, they're forcing me. Yeah, I got to do it. I'm drinking. They drinking. We drinking. We eating. So all of a sudden, I wake up. I get up and I'm like, you know, like bouncing. And I do not smoke. I told you that all the time. The one time I smoked, I got naked. I don't put it past me smoking in the future. Okay? So I do not smoke. I have never smoked. But one time, I ran out the house naked. But I do not put it past me smoking in the future. I'm going to put my foot up your ass, executive producer. She's over there laughing. Look at Raul. Bless up. The weed king comes up. Okay. So I'm with no. Let me go. Y'all want me to tell y'all the story or not? Y'all laughing at me? I mean, listen. And so I never smoked with Nori. He'll tell you. And so I'm drinking. I get up and I'm like wobbling, almost like a boxer when they knocking him out and he gets back up and he's like, so I'm like, oh shit. Because I'm embarrassed. And I'm laying against, I'm standing against the wall and I'm like, yo, let's go, whatever. So we go upstairs. I'm really drunk, right? So we go upstairs. I buy Nori an outfit or some Gucci shit or whatever. Yo, Nori, this looks fly on you. Louis Vuitton. I don't know. I just, you know, it's my brother. And so I'm like, yo, here you go, some fly shit. I forget what it was. And all of a sudden, I feel my hand pulled, like gravity pulling me. And I'm moving somewhere, and I'm so drunk. I'm so drunk. And it's moving me. Next thing I know, I'm on the elevator, and we on the elevator, and I'm like, where are we going, right? So we go down one floor. All of a sudden, I'm being pulled into this jewelry store. What's the real name of it? I say Van Goop, but what is it, Van Cleef? Van Cleef. So now, have you ever been to Bar Harbor in Miami, which is probably the flyest mall in America? This is the store that has all the diamonds in the window. It's the shit you can look at, but don't really look at it because you can't afford it. You got to keep it moving. No one even steps in this shit. They got like green rugs and shit. Like there's too much diamonds. You know not to even go there or look at that. And so I'm in the Van Cleef store. My wife's been pulling me the whole time. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I believe I've been set up. I believe I've been set up. And I'm so drunk. The man comes out. He puts on a white rubber glove to here and one here. White rubber gloves all the way up to his elbow. And now I'm so drunk that I'm like trapped in my own body. I'm like, I know I want to say something, but I'm stuck in my body. Like, I'm like, out of nowhere, the man comes, he pulls out a bracelet with the gloves, puts it on my wife. The whole time I'm like, oh my God, I can't even tell you what I'm saying in my mind. Fuck you, fuck you, I'm going crazy, but I'm stuck. I'm so drunk, I'm stuck, I'm sitting there. I'm like, yo, I'm sitting there like this. I said, so the man gets to saying the price. When he says the price, I happen to look to the right-hand side. Nori, who's a professional drinker, quote unquote, drink champ, is sitting in a chair in the store looking at me like this. Stuck is an understatement. He's looking at me like, he can't get it out either. He's the drink champ. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, yo. And the guy, the salesman, is like, you know, he knows. He's like, oh, the finest of gold from the Himalayas mountains and this. He's doing all this shit. I said, what the fuck? So I'm cursing him out, my wife out, everybody in my head. I couldn't. So I'll take it. I'll take it, she says. I love it. She pulls out the credit card, gives it to him.
That's how it went down.
That's how it went down. She set me up. I'll take it. Yes.
I thought you said.
No. I couldn't talk. I'll take it. Here. I'm like, holy shit. Like, and I want to curse everybody. I'm looking at this guy with the white gloves like, if I ever catch you again, bro. Right? So I'm like, I look at Nori, he's like this. I mean, movie. He's stuck more, he's worse than me, right? What's crazy is after we buy it, I wind up picking Nori up. Nori's the drink champ. I'm the lightweight. I wind up picking Nori up, carrying him to his car. I'm carrying him to his car, like trying to really help him. You know when your friend is drunk and you get him home. So his wife gets the Maybach and I sit him in the front seat. I click the thing the whole time. Nori's looking at me like this. No, he never said another word. I put him in the car, he's looking at me like this. Stop. I'm strapped. But then, of course, his wife is loving life. She's smiling. You know, yeah. He's like, right? Next day, I call Nori. He said, I'm sorry, man. I said, but Nori, you supposed to be the drink. He was like, yo, man, I was so stuck when they said the price of that thing. He said, oh, my God. I couldn't even talk. I said, what the fuck, Nano? And so we haven't been back on that drunk mission again. I haven't been back again. I got another one for you. It's Christmas. Because they both play this game. Oh, why are you laughing? Do you like this story?
No.
It's Christmas. I'm a last minute guy. I'm a last minute guy. And so last minute, you know, I don't know. Most of the time it works. Sometimes it don't. I like to show up. I'm Fat Joe. What's good? I got it. What's up, y'all? Y'all know what's up with me. So I show up with my daughter. I grab her. I said, come on, Mom. I said, let's go. We got to get Mommy a present. Last minute. It's like Christmas morning or something. Christmas Eve. So I go in there. We go to Hermes. Get a little crocodile. What's that? What kind? Birkin? Yeah. Like a crocodile Birkin. Midi. Nice and purple. A little lighter purple than that violet. So, you know, I go up in there. And she goes, so I said, Mom, we got Mommy, right? So as I'm leaving, my wrist is getting pulled again, like the Van Cleef story. So I'm moving this, and now it's my daughter. We walk in, what's the store? The Cartier store in Design District. And it's like the same setup from the Van Cleef. Green carpets all the way up. The stairs are going. So we go upstairs. For sure, I'm not buying nothing in the store. I'm just keeping it real. No, I'm going in there, you know, part of the event. My daughter wants to, you know, see something. That's it. I go in there, same shit. I'm not drunk. The guy comes in with the gloves. I'm not. Oh, I've seen this shit before. I'm like, boom. So we sit up in there. I go up in there. The man gives us a bracelet. He tells us the price. And I'm like, oh, okay, good. You can get a bracelet back. You know, like, I mean, for sure, a child your age, a child your age doesn't want a Cartier bracelet. So I tell her, yo, thank you very much, buddy. I go, yo, Mom, for sure you don't want that. And she looks at me. I said, huh? I said, yo, you don't want. She taps me on my stomach. Give him the card, Dad. Stop playing. You're embarrassing us in here. How old was you, Az? 12, 11? You was 12. She taps me in the stomach. Boom, boom. Give him the card. Stop playing, Dad. You're embarrassing us. Now people are watching. Like, holy shit. Like mother, like daughter. This is unbelievable shit, guys. And so, Major set up. Yeah, these girls, boy, they know how to, they're born like that. They know how to get to it. Unbelievable. Why are you laughing? Huh? Not how it went, y'all. How did it go then? How did it go? Just like that. Don't be lying. Don't be lying, making me look crazy. Yo, Maya, Azzy, boy, they all like yo ass. You know, she deserves everything. Huh? Maya's in New York. You know where he's at. Lucky him. And so everybody loves you, man. And so as she deserves it, so, you know, she got it. But I'm telling you, these people are something else, man. I don't think they want graffiti stories right now. You want a graffiti story right now? Nah, she's humble. She's humble. She just likes to be fly. She knows what she, you know, everybody got their own style of what they want or whatever the case may be. She was born, you know, a little bit different, man. You know, she's been eating prime bread since she was 4. You know, I remember going to the teenagers. It's at the studio with Swiss. Mary J is here. I'm in Miami, bro. I'm not there. Listen, man. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. Meaning, you ever go through something, Your so-called friends, your family members who are supposed to be in your corner. Remember the ones who are there. I already talked about the Knicks. I'm proud of the Knicks. I'm being real with you. I'm not a liar. I'm not a yes man. I'm not an ass kisser. I'm not. In order for the Knicks to get past ATL, they have to play a flawless A game. You have to play a flawless A game. Meaning, ATL, I was kind of overlooking them, but they got that boy Collins, they got Bogdanovich, they got Lou Will, they got Trey Young, which if I was coaching, I would find a way to make everybody else beat us. I would trap Trey Young. I would put 3 men on him and let the ATL win. Not me. I would not let him be dancing. You see, basketball is a game of choreography. It's no different than dancing. When you see a team hopping together, that they pass it where everybody perfectly is in sync choreography, it's over. They're going to win. So like when the Golden State Warriors was really, really hot a couple of years back, they were dancing on the court. And so when you got Trey Young in there dancing, he's leading the choreography, you cannot do that. That's what's so dangerous about Rondo, even though the Clippers haven't been winning. What's so dangerous about Rondo is he goes in there and he dances and gives it to the person that's open. Trey Young, you got to double, triple team him. I would get the ball out of his hand. See what the rest of the Hawks could do. If we get past the Hawks, which we are, if we get past the Hawks, we play Philly. That I will go up for. And so what you talk about, Joe, what happens? So listen, let me explain something. I'm trying to let everybody enjoy themselves and have a great time. But if we go second round, I'm coming up. Rich said, let's go Lakers. Check this out. Put God first. Believe in God. Trust. God is great. God is with you. In good times and bad times. Trust me. Everything in life, if it doesn't kill you, it's just a lesson. Peace, y'all. The biggest in the game.